position they have you at, how does that take advantage of what you do well? We saw you make so many tackles, last year.
I think it gives me more room to play at the position I'm at. I don't got to worry about as much as some other guys, but it just gives me more room to make plays, I guess.
Do you think the new defense might be a better fit for you in the long run?
Yeah, I say in the long run it would be a better fit for me. I think this defense made for linebackers to be able to make more plays.
Going to spring practice now, AJ, and you have a season under your belt. I mean, how different is that experience compared to fall camp a year ago, and just from knowing your way around and knowing what's going to be expected generally?
Pretty much since I've been here for a season, I know the speed of the game a little better, and just I see stuff a little faster than I did when I first got here, bro.
How long did it take you to really get comfortable with that speed and anything?
I guess midway through the season.
I guess when the tackles started piling up, that's when you
just
looked at the stats.
Yeah.
Was it as easy as it looked sometimes, AJ, for you, or were you just flying by the seat of your pants more? Some of those games where you were racking up 9-10 tackles.
I really didn't notice it when they was telling me. I was just out there playing, having fun pretty much.
You've had 2 days under the new coaches, but is anything different? Is it more up tempo? Or are they more vocal? Or I guess what have you seen the differences?
Yeah, it's a lot more vocal and a lot up tempo and everything. It's more like you got to be in the game to get it, but it's like a lot more up tempo.
What do you like about that?
It just make the players want to go harder and work harder and let us know when we're doing stuff wrong. You get on us right away and then hold them back.
Derek, what about the 3-4 might suit AJ? You talked about being pretty comfortable in this already, and I know it's just 2 practices, but what about it could suit what he did? He's really piled up tackles at the end of last year.
Yeah, well, I think some of the things we were doing with him last year exposed him a little bit in space, and I think how we kind of structured this defense, it's going to be able to utilize his strengths more often. But AJ's a good player in any scheme, so he's a good player. And what we got to do is make sure how can we get him to be the most productive player he can be.
When did you kind of realize that he was talking about fall camp, how the light wasn't coming on for him right away? But I mean, there was obviously a switch there about 4 or 5 games in where you probably noticed it. He looked like a different guy.
Yeah, he's got a lot of confidence in his abilities. I don't think the light ever came on schematically, but he's a football player, and good football players find their way to the ball when they're on defense, and that's what he does. So he's got a long way to go in being a good football player who's been blessed with a lot of ability, and then translating that to play the best he can play. He's got a long way to go on that. But he could be a special player. He could. But it's a lot of mental work. You can't just show up and play ball. He can show up and play ball and be good, but he's got a chance to be really good, and that's going to require a lot of mental work.